Hey everyone, welcome to Rocky Watches Movies. Today we're diving into the iconic world of martial arts cinema, with behind-the-scenes secrets you never knew about Enter the Dragon. This 1973 masterpiece launched Bruce Lee into international stardom, but the journey to the big screen was filled with surprises. From on-set clashes to injured privates, we're uncovering the untold stories that shaped this cinematic legend. So let's get on with it and punch through 15 things you never knew about Enter the Dragon. Bruce Lee, a charismatic martial arts instructor with acting experience, craved Hollywood stardom in the late 1960s. He envisioned a television series featuring a Shaolin monk navigating the American West, a concept that later evolved into the successful Kung Fu series. However, Hollywood studios, unsure of a Chinese lead's appeal to American audiences, cast another actor in the role. Disillusioned, Lee returned to Hong Kong. There he partnered with producer Raymond Chow and released 3 films with Golden Harvest Studios in 1971 to 72, including The Big Boss and The Fist of Fury, otherwise known as The Chinese Connection. These movies catapulted him to stardom in Asia, transforming him to a local celebrity. Lee's meteoric rise finally caught the attention of Warner Brothers, particularly executive Fred Weintraub, who saw Lee's potential for international stardom. This newfound interest stemmed directly from Lee's impressive performance in Hong Kong and his determination to overcome Hollywood's initial skepticism. With Warner Brothers on board, Lee began work on Enter the Dragon, a film that would solidify his status as a martial arts legend. Apparently, Jim Kelly had an insatiable appetite for the ladies, and the leisures being a film star provided, with Hong Kong being his playground. According to producer Paul Heller, Jim Kelly screwed everything that moved and ended up in hospital with bloated testicles. A harness for him to hang over the acid pit for his death scene could no longer be worn because he was so sore, so they had to specially make a cargo net to hold him. A young writer, Michael Allen, was hired to craft the script for the film. Allen, new to martial arts and Hong Kong, learned on the fly. However, tensions arose during filming. Lee, protective of his Chinese identity and martial arts philosophy, wanted script changes to better reflect his persona. Allen's reported lack of respect for Lee's vision led to Lee demanding Allen's removal from Hong Kong. While producers intervened, moving Allen to a different hotel, Lee remained upset and halted filming. Significant effort was required to get everyone back on track, though Lee reportedly held lingering resentment towards the producers. The film's original working title was Blood and Steel, but when this changed, Warner Brothers worried international audiences wouldn't understand Enter the Dragon, proposing titles like Hans Island or The Deadly Three, referencing the 3 lead characters. Luckily, Enter the Dragon prevailed. Enter the Dragon, a US-Hong Kong co-production, faced cultural clashes. Language barriers obviously existed, but American crew members were also surprised by the lower production standards in Hong Kong, from equipment to facilities. Producer Paul Heller described the film processing lab as the filthiest place he'd ever seen. Despite these differences, the American and Chinese crews ultimately found a way to collaborate. Lee's pressure to succeed in Enter the Dragon led to a reported bout of anxiety. He initially delayed filming with excuses, causing Weintraub to shoot scenery to keep production going. When Lee did arrive, nervousness caused shaky takes initially, but he eventually found his rhythm. Hundreds of extras, many affiliated with rival Hong Kong street gangs, according to director Robert Klaus, brought an unexpected intensity to the filming of Enter the Dragon's large fight scenes. These scenes, depicting the soldiers and participants on Hans Island, occasionally blurred the lines between acting and real-life brawls. When not needed on set, Lee reportedly spent time with the extras, some of whom took to mocking his martial arts skills. Klaus has recounted Lee's approach as one of amusement, often shrugging off taunts. However, there were times when a particularly insulting extra would push their luck, prompting Lee to offer a swift and no-nonsense response. These responses, according to Klaus, weren't meant to cause serious harm, but rather to serve as a firm reminder of Lee's true talents. Klaus has even recalled one instance where an extra seemed unscathed after a brief exchange with Lee, only to reveal a mouthful of blood when speaking, a hidden but undeniable mark of Lee's martial arts prowess. Enter the Dragon exploded past its budget to roughly $850,000. Despite exceeding initial costs, the film proved a massive success. Through many releases in theatres over the years, the movie has ended up grossing over $400 million worldwide. That's way over $1 billion adjusted for inflation today. With a return of over 400 times its budget, Enter the Dragon is solidified as one of cinema's most profitable ventures. Bruce Lee wasn't immune to injury during filming. One scene with Bob Wall involved a real broken glass bottle as a prop. No sugar glass here. Lee, ever the perfectionist, goaded Wall with, "Come at me as fast as you can" during each take. This dedication came at a cost. A misplaced move resulted in Lee's knuckles colliding with the sharp edges, requiring 12 stitches. Another close call came with a live cobra used in a scene. Assured by the seller that the snake was defanged, Lee even poked its head between takes to get a reaction for the camera. However, a few takes in, the agitated cobra sank its fangs into Lee's hand. The filmmakers, perhaps with a touch of naivety, trusted the seller's claim that the venom sac had been removed. Enter the Dragon's legendary mirrored room fight wasn't originally scripted. Producer Heller stumbled upon the idea at a Hong Kong hotel, noticing the multiplied reflections. Though Lee initially doubted the concept, finding it visually confusing, Heller and director Klaus persisted. They built a special mirrored room with a hidden camera compartment, allowing the iconic fight scene to be filmed. However, cinematographer Gilbert Hubbs faced unique challenges working in the mirrored environment. He described needing to constantly check his surroundings, as reflections played tricks and could only handle filming in short bursts, due to the disorienting fourth dimension effect. Bruce Lee wasn't just Enter the Dragon's star, he was its fight choreographer. The script often read, "This will be choreographed by Mr. Bruce Lee." Lee meticulously planned fights, especially in Han's lair, using set elements and props with director Klaus. Their collaboration produced the film's now legendary battles. Lee's passion was infectious. When early footage arrived, he was so enthralled he pushed to extend the film. Weintraub has later recalled Lee even returning to Hong Kong to shoot the monastery sparring scene with his friend Sammo Hung. Enter the Dragon isn't just famous for Bruce Lee, it also features a pre-famed Jackie Chan. A young Chan, then a stuntman, played one of Han's thugs. Their cinematic encounter included Lee using a staff to subdue Chan's character. In a blooper of sorts, Lee's strike accidentally connected with Chan's head for real. While not seriously hurt, Chan played on it a bit and got a consolation prize, a hug from the legend Bruce Lee himself. Casting the women for villain Hans Island proved difficult. The script called for actresses to portray women forced into prostitution, but no Chinese actresses were comfortable taking on these roles in an American film. The filmmakers ended up hiring real-life sex workers to play the parts. Due to the tight schedule and budget for Enter the Dragon, producers Paul Heller and Fred Weintraub faced a unique challenge. The script wasn't even finished, yet they needed to begin set construction in Hong Kong. For inspiration, Heller turned to a childhood favourite, the comic strip Terry and the Pirates, known for its bold use of red, blue and gold. This aesthetic, Heller believed, perfectly captured the film's atmosphere. Working with a sketch artist, Heller translated the comic style into set designs for key locations, like Han's Lair and the island's banquet hall. These sketches were then rushed to Hong Kong set builders to begin construction, ensuring a cohesive visual style despite the film's rapid production. Sadly, Bruce Lee died in Hong Kong on July 20th, 1973. 6 days before the release of Enter the Dragon. His official cause of death was swelling of the brain caused by an allergic reaction to medication, but this didn't stop the rumour mill churning out conspiracy theories about his death. Lee was buried in Lakeview Cemetery, Seattle on July 25th, 1973. And there you have it, folks. You now know a little bit more about Enter the Dragon. If you enjoyed the video, which I presume you did as you got this far, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos coming to Rocky Watches Movies. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.